Dragon time! Hey everyone, RPW back, returning with a vengeance to Talk Dragon Tuesday. That's right guys, we are bringing back the channel. I'm so excited. I didn't expect it to come back this quickly. So let's go ahead and go over the few things that you need to know about this episode. First thing being, don't forget we do weekly giveaways here on my channel. We'll go over that information on how you can enter the win later on in this episode. Now, a couple of things that I'm going to be going over with you today is, of course, I want to let you guys know how things have gone for me, why I'm back, and let you guys know why I missed you so much. And then we're also going to go over the Wither Moon season. So it's going to be all the catch-up that I've noticed coming back to the game, like the changes, whether they be good or bad, and then some of the things about the actual Wither Moon season itself. And then, of course, we're going to go over what the future entails for RPWGaming. So be sure to stick around. I am super excited to be back with you guys. All right, so let's jump into the first piece of news. So the first thing is the Wither Moon season. Such an interesting name, and definitely a bunch of interesting dragons that they've brought into this season, as I've seen so far. Now, I don't really want to go through the details on each of these dragons and riders, because by now I'm sure everybody knows exactly what's out there. You know, there's been plenty of information on it put out. But before we go into the details on what I think of the Wither Moon season, please keep in mind that I've not really watched any videos by War Dragons or anything, so I don't really know how to pronounce any of their names. So with that being said, the one dragon that's really sticking out for me this year that if I had started earlier I'd really go for is Shogroth. Now, I don't mean as in like its details, but watching my base being hit a few times and seeing this dragon on other people's bases, it's actually a pretty impressive dragon to me. Now, of course, the mythics are always going to be impressive, so I don't even really want to look at those because there's no way I personally can take care of those. Now, for me personally, I have been working between the dragon Haiku, I don't know how to pronounce it, and the base boost branch, just because, you know, I had no really interest in anything yet this season. And then, of course, I worked on the Wither Moon season timer mission branch. I thought that was a pretty cool add-in. And then, of course, my egg mission bonus. So for me, I've got those done. Now I'm just working on these. So far, what do I think of the season? Again, I think so far the most impressive dragon I've seen hitting my base particularly is Shogroth. I think I'm saying that right. And as for the riders, I don't know. I'm one of those that because I have Atlas, I don't really look at these riders anymore. If I wasn't in Atlas, I probably would. But I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool that they brought back with like Vivian. This is an old portrait, and I just thought that was really cool. But Reginald, I don't know how you pronounce it, Reginald. It's really cool with this guy because he's like completely different than all the others. Like when I see him, I think of, you know, A Land Before Time, or I don't even know. It's so odd, such an odd mix in with these, but it's pretty cool. I think it's very, very cool. So, as for this season, what do I think? Well, what I think is they've got some great options here for everyone, and that honestly, it's just like any of their other fall seasons. They've got some really gruesome looking dragons. I mean, truly gruesome. But again, even when it comes to looks, Shogroth wins for me. Like, that is such a good looking dragon. The one that I'm working on, which I'm not even a fan of, you know, not even spell set, but it's not that it has a bad spell set, I'm just not a huge fan. The one thing about it is, to me, kind of cartoony compared to the others. But man, like some of these are beastly looking dragons. Anyways, so that's my thoughts for the season. There's not really a lot to go out there without going into details, which again, I just think is a waste of time right now. So for me, I would say the most intriguing dragon is Shogroth. I think that the seasonal festive dragon is, yeah, so. I'm not thrilled with it. And then as for the 50% discount dragon, which I think I just came in and collected some stuff for that dragon, so that's the reason why I just continued with him. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that dragon, but I really think that everybody that has the ability to get Shogroth should really truly get that. Number one, because it's an invoker, so it's good to, you know, grab yourself an invoker if you can. So yeah, that's what I think of Wither Moon season. Now, as for the game itself and the changes that's come about in the game. All right, so let's get into the changes in the game. There's not been a lot of changes since I left. There has been several small changes, but not really something worth talking about in general. In my opinion, there's not been a lot of massive changes. The only real big change that I can think of off the top of my head since I left, of course, is the exotic runes. They brought in a secondary event last event, and then I'm thinking there are some other changes, but there's just not a lot. Oh yeah, for example, whenever you go into your chat, you can actually see, it's got like an eyeball thing where you can go in and like look at your friends' bases or whatever. So there's been a few select changes, but nothing crazy. The one big change that's kind of irritating me right now is easily when you go into Forge Boost. I really like the idea that it was opening up into the gear before. I got so used to that, and now it doesn't do that. So I'm just like, now I got to get used to it being in the opposite direction. They kind of do that over in the attack roster too. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like when you come in, it'll show that the food is on the left and the lumber's on the right, and then they'll do an update and it flops. So that is sometimes causes me confusion when it comes to the Ford events or whatever, but I'm expecting that now, so not as big a deal. Outside of that, guys, there's not a lot of changes outside of the fact that I made level 402. I finally topped over 400. Pretty excited about that, but and then of course I was able to get some dragons bred up over the past few weeks. So I got my attack power up to 11.6 billion, which is pretty exciting. So anyways, that's enough about, me in the game. I want to go ahead and give you guys some updates. I'm sure there's some of you going, what has been going on with you, RPW? Is everything okay? Whatever it might be. So let's talk about the updates about me and all the things that has happened. The first thing, of course, is my new kitten. I just got her for Halloween, and I absolutely adore her. She's a great way to kind of pass the time without the husband around. So that's one positive that's come out of everything. Now, in the last month since I left the game, the reason I left is because we were so focused in on getting unpacked and getting settled into this place, because the husband was preparing for a trip to prepare for his deployment, which is technically a mobilization because it's not out of the country, thank the heavens above. But it is still a family separation, which is a huge challenge. My dad has been seeking further, medical attention. I don't know if I've shared, I don't remember even what all I've shared with you guys, but my father was diagnosed with leukemia as soon as we got here. And he's been very sick with that, dealing with that as well. So between that and then the kids, they're about to become adults. So there's been so much happening, and I've been very, very busy. So the amount of game time that I have is just not the way it used to be. So with that being said, what is the future of RPW Gaming? I didn't expect a lot in the beginning as I've come back to the game, because I'm not used to getting up and doing these videos. So what can you expect from RPW Gaming? Well, number one, you can expect, like I said, a later in the day video on Tuesdays, and you will always still get that Talk Dragon Tuesday along with the giveaway. I, of course, love doing Let's Talk Dragons because I love to hear what it is that you guys are thinking about the game and let you guys share your voice with the community. So that is a definite thing that will come back. Beyond that, I might be doing more things on my Facebook, like short videos or whatever. Unfortunately, even though we moved to the Augusta area, our internet is actually worse here than it was in Wisconsin, in a small town. So live streams may not be very plausible for me, unfortunately, but maybe I can bring back some of the others a little bit later on in the game. But until then, I really don't know where we're going to go beyond those points. Now, if you are interested in doing a Let's Talk Dragons, be sure to get a hold of me in line. My line ID is RPWGaming, which reminds me, I also need to explain to you that I deleted my line account completely. Back whenever I was like, dude, I need to focus. I need to get off this line. I want to be talking to everybody. And I'm seriously, I just need to focus. So I deleted my line completely, but it is back. It's under RPW Gaming. So you can send me a request over there. Now, the great thing is my stress level in the game has completely plummeted. By being able to quit the game for so long, I've been able to like refocus myself and not feel like that strong leadership, oomph to control. So I've joined a team called the Sixth Prophecy, and the leader of this team is Ranger, and it's somebody that I've known since Atlas began for Platinum teams, because I had actually pulled together Sixth Prophecy and the Royals. You guys know the Royals because I've talked many times with some of their players here on the channel, like Laura Tomb Raider, who I'm sure is watching this. Hello, I miss you. So I decided to join them because they have an atmosphere that's going to more match what I would like for my gaming style to be, and I really, really do appreciate, you know, the players on that team. They're really good. I went over and helped them for a little while, and I just really felt at home there. So that's where I will be if you go looking for me. Royal Guardians is not going to be where you'll find me, as I did delete that team. I just could not do it anymore. I was to my wit's end. I was under so much stress between everything going on. So anyways, guys, I'm excited to be back. Let's talk about the giveaway of the week. Okay, so the giveaway this week is actually pretty interesting. What I want you to do is I'm going to have you put in the comment section exactly what you feel that I should know about this season. You know, I've given you guys information in past seasons. Now I'm asking you to do the favor in return. If I was to continue into this season, should I stop where I'm at on my current dragon, or even though I'm only halfway, I'm basically only halfway, just so you know, or should I move over to Showgroth, or where? So tell me where you guys think I should be, where I would be the happiest. I just think that would be a pretty cool, interesting thing. And if I get the right answers, you never know, I might just change up my path and let you guys know how it goes for me. So again, if you want to enter in this week's $20 in-game pack giveaway, be sure to put your in-game name in the comment section along with your advice for RPW to finish out the Wither Moon season. All right, guys, again, I've missed you guys so much, and I'm so happy to be back with you guys, and I'm excited to really move forward with the next season. Now, don't forget that this event coming up is the Team Gauntlet. I forgot to mention that earlier, but in case you didn't already hear this, even though it's usually announced on Mondays, the Team Gauntlet is coming up next. Now, this is an event that you guys need to remember that you need to help your fellow teammate out. Do not put this all in one or a few people. Get in there and help hit those boring little islands with them. That is the best way to help your team. Now, speaking of which, I'm actually thinking about giving out all of my game techniques and secrets when it comes to how we would generally kill everybody in the RG, in the events on RG. So I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. Do you think I should keep it a secret in case I decide to give it up to a specific team, or do you guys want all of my little secrets, as this winter bores down and I can make you guys some extra videos? Anyways, I will talk to you guys on my next video. I'm not for sure when it'll be, but it's great to be back. Happy hunting.